All right, so this is what it looks like in the garage with the lights off. And then this is what it looks like with just 3 lights on. So a few months ago, I had this garage built. But since then, I've been living without electricity. In the garage, that is. So I've had no lights. I've had no outlets to be able to trickle charge my car. And I have to charge all my tool batteries in my house. But today, we're gonna change that. These are crazy, they're huge. We do not advise you trying this at home. Oh, yo. Wow. I think I may even just stick them together because you can use these things to connect them directly together instead of having a wire. But yeah, so we need to space this out and see how this is gonna be. Okay, so now we've got 4 connected together, which you're not supposed to do 4 connected together, but we're about to see what happens. Dude, it works. What could go wrong?
Overtime overheating, maybe?
Rigging it up. What happened to the other one?
It's not staying on it.
All right, so we got 1 row on the ground and we got another row installed now. It's pretty simple. It's as easy as screwing one of these clips up against the metal and then it just clips into that. All right, so the first row is installed and lit up. Sort of. We didn't have actual electricity hooked up, of course, but at least we were able to plug them in and test them out. But the next day, I'd hang all of the lights. All right, so this is what it looks like in the garage with the lights off. And then this is what it looks like with just 3 lights on. So here's the plan. I'm gonna have a 60 amp breaker box with 3 20 amp breakers inside of it that go to 3 different circuits. The first circuit is in blue and it's 3 outlets along the back wall of the garage. The second circuit is just the lights and it's in yellow and each of the lights are in red, 12 total lights altogether, and I'll just flip this breaker to turn the lights on and off. The third circuit has outlets by my toolbox and an outlet overhead so I can trickle charge the Z, and then a camera floodlight on the corner of the building. So I've got 9 lights left to install, 250 feet of MC wire, and I've got to get power from this corner to over where the breaker box is. But I've got these 3 beautiful working lights to motivate me. So let's get started. First thing I'm doing here is just hanging up all the little clips. Now it's time for the lights. I had to shimmy the Z back and forth a little bit here. Man, that was such a... These little clips, they look like this. And you put a screw through it, attach it up there, and then you just clip the lights into this. But the problem is the clips keep breaking and bending like this, and then you try to bend them back and it doesn't bend at the same spot. So then this ain't gonna clip the light in. So then you have to take it down, put up more clips. There were probably like 4 that I broke while I was hanging everything up. But now everything is up and man, this is gonna be so sick. All right, now I've got all of the lights hung. So now there's 2 more things that I need to think about here. So I need a board. One, because the holes are too narrow to mount between these, and then also because my cousin says that it needs to be insulated from the metal of the building. I need some type of board that's just a little bit bigger than this that I can mount to this metal, and then I can mount the breaker box right here. And then the cable's gonna be coming up out of the ground, going into the right side here, one of these holes. And then the other thing is I need to get some breakers for this. So this is 12.5 inches long and 9 inches wide. 12.5, 13 inches. I'm gonna do 13 inches, so it's a little bit bigger than the breaker box. All right, so I got everything I need, I believe. Most of it, there's like maybe 2 more things that I need that I'm gonna get later, but my prediction is that it's gonna be $330 for all of this. So here's my board for mounting the breaker box, and I'm gonna paint it black. Another thing we need is a ground rod. Here's me trying to install the ground rod with no success because my soil is straight rock. But we did have a lot of success today installing outlets. First we went around and installed all of the boxes. Then I installed my freshly painted board. We popped out some holes for the breakers we're using. And we got the breaker box mounted to the board. So we just got this hooked up and this is clamped in. We gotta connect this. And then we've got the connection coming to the power box in here. Okay, so I got this other box up, got this box up. These 2 lights are gonna tie into that box. These 2 lights tie into that box. This box comes over to this box, and then this box comes over to this post, which comes down here. Making progress. I'm going around popping out all these little holes here so that we can run electrical in and then out to go to the next outlet. We got the initial wire going to the outlets over there, run through here, over there, and then it's gonna come down to that first outlet. And then it's gonna come back up, go over to the next outlet, right there. If we know how to focus. There we go. This box will be power to charge my tools. And this box will be power to trickle charge the Z. The breaker box mounted on the black board looks sick. And we got wiring run in and out of the first outlet. The second outlet I mounted a little higher because I plan on hanging a TV on that post right there. I was trying to tell Herbie that it doesn't look good to bring this back down and over here, but he insisted that we do this ghetto.
I suggested bringing it up here. I don't know.
I think it's fine. It looks good.
So there's some silver screws and some gold screws. The gold screws are for the hot ones, and those are for the black wires. Black and yellow. Black and gold.
Black and yellow.
The white ones go on the white screws. And the green one, the ground, goes on that green screw.
Yeah, so we've got wire coming in from the top here because we've got an outlet over there feeding this, and then we got wire coming out going to that outlet over there, and then we got a ground because this box needs to be grounded as well, so those will go with all the grounds together onto the outlet. We didn't get to it this week, but I've got new videos coming every Sunday, so check back next week to see the progress that we've made on the lights in my garage. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.